The Nerdgasm Talk podcast is brought to you by Spaces Philly. If you love podcasts, go to spacesphilly.com where you can check out Lulu and Pop, Both Sides, Turntables, Jump Thought Super Tongue, and the Nerd Coalition's very own No Gimmicks Needed. Visit spacesphilly.com today. And now, feel the Nerdgasm.
Oh, yes. Well, first off, I guess to our people down in Texas also, because there's people in Texas that listen to us, and people down in Texas that I listen to. You know what I'm saying? And usually my family comes from a whole southern state. This is not the weather that they are used to. Mm-hmm. So whether we got to do a charity stream or whether we got to do anything to actually help out and not run from the situation, I plan on doing that right here on NC Studios and NC Level Up and bring awareness to the situation down there, because even though there's one more cold night and it's supposed to get a little bit warmer, does not mean that there's still not billions of dollars in damage down there. And just because things are going to get a little bit warmer and hopefully it melts some of the stuff does not mean the situation is over. So
they have unregulated, I believe it's unregulated electric down there. So people's electric bills are like skyrocketing. It's insane. So they have to deal with the repercussions of this even after everything tries to go back to normal, which is horrible.
Yeah,
it's just terrible.
And I heard they shut down a couple things. Like they shut down gas, they shut down electric, they shut down with supermarkets. They only could get 15 items total. So it's been like it's an awakening.
And I'm about to say, hey, but global warming is not happening, right? So,
Lord.
Also, I want to put out there too, because I am a human being on this earth, and saying there are feelings and there has been risk between our two cultures, but I'm gonna let you know right now, we stand behind the Asian community because of this ongoing surge in violence towards Asian Americans, especially because of what's going on with the pandemic, and because how former people in power have made very hideous comments about them. There have been numerous attacks and an unfortunate death when it comes to the Asian American community. And then I know people out there, especially of my black community, say have issues with the Asian American community, especially that we don't have necessarily the most greatest history that there is neither. But however, I'm going to say this: as we are human beings on this earth, and right now these terrorists out here, that's what I'm calling them, are out here doing things that these people don't even deserve. Saying we have to get better or different communities from every side. It can't be the whole world against black people. We'll never win that way. It can't be. Look, I don't want to hear another. They follow us around in their store, or in case maybe it should come on both sides. Now I'm not sitting here taking up for them and taking up for us. I'm talking about as human beings, we do not need to accept this terrorists by angry, ignorant, racist white people. That's just the way it is. And these people who think they tough, who going around here and knocking these older men down, 92-year-old man, 84-year-old man who lost his life for what? He had nothing to do with this. He had nothing to do with this pandemic. And if you want to be real with it, y'all the ones that made it worse. So right now, I'm letting you know that we are standing behind the Asian community and do things, bring awareness to the situation as well. Because once again, if you don't bring awareness to situations, just like things happen with black people, if you don't bring awareness to it and you don't have a universal type thing of going forward, then we can't bring no power to it to stop this stuff. Kind of like when they was doing this to Muslim Americans back when 9/11 happened. These Muslim Americans had nothing to do with that over here.
And y'all were people were attacking the wrong people. It's attacking Sikhs, like anybody. I'm like, y'all, okay. I agree with you. It's just got to stop. If you're going to be so tough and you want to go out and you want to attack people, why would you? And I hate to say this because it sounds crazy. I don't want you to pick on anybody, but why not pick on somebody your own size? You can go and attack old people. Like what? I'm sorry. It just none of it makes sense.
No, it bothers me, and I'm tired of we as a community and everybody play a lot about whataboutism. I'm like, look, every single Asian American doesn't follow us around the store, and every single African American don't go up there and terrorize the store. Okay, it works on both. It works on both sides, but both of those ignorant mind people from both sides have. We gotta take the blanket off, because everybody's like that. Mm-hmm. Especially, I was just watching Eyes on the Prize, and there were Asian Americans that was in the civil rights movement getting arrested, singing "We Shall Overcome" right to the police officer's face badly. But I'm just saying, they were sitting there. I had to show the cloud. I was like, "Whoa!" They tried to land, but they was in there fighting for our rights, especially all through the summer last year. We seen all kinds. I've heard interviews with people who actually was on these civil rights movement things, from sit-ins to freedom rides, say, I ain't never seen as many white folks out here for approaches of people of different kind of culture coming together to talk about one glaring problem that's happening in this country. And that's the energy that we have to continue to do throughout the rest of this country and throughout the rest of these problems. Racism is not a black and a white thing. Mm-mm. Okay, there's racism against Native Americans. There's racism against Asian Americans. There's racism against Hispanic Americans. This racism, okay, it's not just a black and white thing. And all y'all black people out there that want to watch this anime, you know what I'm saying, and I want to support your culture. Well, guess what? They need y'all now, because of this thing. You know, see, they try to bring awareness to it, see, because this ain't right. This ain't right for somebody who not even here anymore. The glaring effect is still here. It's going to be here. Mm-hmm. But these people can't get away from doing this dumb shit. So I want to bring awareness to that I plan on my channel to bring awareness, and any way I can help or donate or whatever things I can to any kind of foundation or anything like that to help out these people that are in Texas and Asian Americans. I just wanted to make that clear before we start anything on the podcast.
Yeah, you.
I'm sorry. I just wasn't expecting that reaction.
No,
yeah.
like you. There's nothing I could say. I'm just gonna like completely like reiterate what you just said. You're absolutely right. So any way we can help, I'm down for helping. Yeah. I'm down for
low key though. Low key, I thought that would be Swag, the one that kind of had that speech, because he's the one that's mostly in the anime.
Honestly, I haven't watched an anime in a long while, so it's.
No, but you're not into it.
I know. I'm just saying. Everyone's saying, "Well, you're in the anime." I'm like, yeah, I haven't, done my due diligence as an anime fan in a long while. So you guys could take that card from me. So
I'm not my due diligence as an anime fan.
But I know how you got on the platform and just Malcolm X'd it, and I was like, well, it's like imagine going after Martin Luther King after I Had a Dream. Like, what can you say after that?
Yeah, you can't really follow that. How do you do that?
So it's like yeah. I'm gonna just reiterate exactly what you said.
That is sucky. It's like when you the opening act and you shut it down, and the headliner gotta go up, and they're like, "No, what am I supposed to do with this?"
Exactly. So, but yeah, I'm gonna just reiterate what you said. Exactly. Yep. If there's any way we can help, let us help. I mean, I don't mind doing another charity stream. I'm in longing to play Final Fantasy Remake again. I've been longing to play Uncharted again. I am down for more charity streams. I just got to get my schedule right because new jobs and all that. So, yeah. But